If this isn't the way how you start a new year, then I definitely don't know what is. How's it going, everyone? Deathwing here, and I know I'm too much late for uploading the review of chapter 8 851, but still I just have to give a review about this because there I never expected a chapter to be this awesome. Just after we read chapter 850, that was too amazing as hell. I just definitely can't say where to begin with. Okay, guys, fuck the chronological order. I'm gonna start from the end. Jinbe, the beast. Whoa, man. The king of the sea. Okay, Jinbe. Well, there were many theories spread around, and I myself predicted it that Jinbe is gonna show up and is gonna save Luffy and Nami from the prison. If you don't believe me, you can go to the video titled as chapter 850 and 851's prediction, and that was one of my most successful videos, actually my second most successful, because it has lots of views. In that video I stated that Jinbei is gonna show up and save Luffy and Nami. So that theory is out of order now because it has been proven. And okay, so first of all, before I start the review and I get to the Jinbei's part and other parts, I just want to say that many theories about Whole Cake Island. I don't know how many, but there are definitely more than a dozen of theories that have gone debunked, that have been debunked, and I just can't I just can't explain. And that thing only happened in a couple of chapters. Before the couple of chapters, there were theories that Big Mom is an ally, Pudding is good, Pudding isn't evil, Pudding is a three-eyed girl. But in the past two chapters, everything just comes to prove wrong. Alright then, let's start with Jinbei. We see that Luffy is gonna almost tear his arms up, and Nami screaming that don't tear your arm, quit quit spilling these much of blood, and you will die. If you I mean, you won't die, but you'll get your hand ruptured off. Then how do you plan to become part king? And those stuff going on there. And then Opera interrupting and saying that Nami, you girl, I've been ordered to get to know about Lola's whereabouts from you, and if you don't just agree with that, I'm gonna torture you. And then Nami say that I ain't gonna sell one of my friends out for just a purpose of not being tortured. Then he says that if you don't, if you don't cooperate, I'm gonna sting you with this crossbow every 5 seconds. And then Luffy saying that, don't worry, Nami, I'm gonna rip my hands off in the next 5 seconds. That was quite funny. And then we see someone coming in and saying, "Is anybody here?" And then Jinbei comes, the son of the sea comes and punches Opera. Opera was just saying that you aren't supposed to come here at this moment. But he said that you're not supposed to come here or roam around the castle at this moment. It means that other than that particular moment, he is allowed to roam around the castle. He has the obligations to move around the castle. Means that he is somewhat important to Big Mom, or Big Mom somewhat respects his intentions or him on his own. I don't know. But then Luffy and then Jinbei just says, "You can't hurt my friend," in whatever means you want, and then he punches. Oh, and Opera gets off flying, and Jinbei says, "Are you giddy? There are lots of things that I wanna tell to you, but are you ready to be saved?" Then both of them say yes. Okay, and now I get to Brook. Whoa, man! I just can't explain that how much of Brook's personality has progressed. Other than yo ho 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 and can I see your panties? Oh, other than these stuff, he definitely has progressed a lot, a whole lot. We saw that he's being beaten by Big Mom's homies, Zeus and Prometheus, and both of them are striking Brook. Well, supposedly because Brook's clothes were torn off and his skull near the eye was broken, crushed. So it is fair to assume that Brook got beaten by Big Mom, and he then stands up again and says that it is Sanji-san's wish to stay on this island, and the matter of Sanji being back to the crew is between Luffy and Sanji, they by themselves, and I have no obligations to interrupt. I'm not gonna interrupt, but if in any worst case scenario Sanji happens to be stayed in the whole Cake Island, then we should at least get the poneglyph for ourselves, which plays a crucial role in Luffy becoming a pirate king, so that Sanji won't regret. And he says to Big Mom, young lady. Whoa! It blew up my mind. So it does mean that that Big Mom is younger than Brook? Well, she might be older than him because she has soul fruit and she can just use the soul for herself. I don't know, but this definitely showed that he is older than Big Mom. And then we get to Chopper. Well, Chopper, a couple of pages, and we get to know that mirrors can talk, and they keep tickling. They keep tickling Broly to ask them that where is Sanji and Luffy and Nami and Brook and Pedro, and then Broly says, okay, I will tell you, just don't keep fucking me up. And then and then she says that ask the mirrors by themselves. They know that where the respective people are. And then they ask the mirror, and some of them says that I'm connected to Whole Cake Island Castle. I'm connected to it too. I'm connected to it too. Blah blah blah. And then one of the mirrors says that Sanji-san just passed by me. Well, if it were to trust those, if it were to trust those mirror, I I don't know whether it is safe to trust those mirror, because they all are being manipulated in some way by Broly, and Broly might have interacted with them and would have said them that you let them go inside of you, and then they will fall in a pit of lava or something like that and will get incinerated. Well, who knows? Or maybe the mirrors are totally innocent and do not lie and are gonna say the truth. I don't know. And then we get to the only scene left in this chapter, and that is with Pudding. We get to see what happens between Pudding and Reiju, and it was absolutely insane. It was just, in this scene of this chapter had so much of emotional weight. I can't tell you guys. Sanji, he went through all of the hells in when he was a child. Windsmoke tortured him, kept him in a freaking cage, didn't give any food to him, and made him eat metals, and gave him an iron mask to wear, and was put inside of a cage, and he somehow managed to get away from those people. One hell was that. And then he was with Zeph, starving to death. If hadn't it been for that boat that rescued Sanji and Zeph, in a couple of more days he would have totally died. No doubt about that. Second hell. And then he got to Kamabakka land, another one of hell. And then now, when everything was just going fine, everything was good there, Sanji got betrayed or backstabbed by this freaking bitch. Whoa. God, if you haven't read this chapter yet, go read it already. But now that you have, I'm gonna spoil some of the things for you. Pudding. She isn't what it seemed she was. Oh, she was just playing with Sanji's feeling, Straw Hat's trust, and just betrayed and backstabbed every one of these Straw Hats and anyone who trusted her. And we also get to know about her power. Well, her fruit is mem fruit, or memo no mi, which is somewhat related to memories. She can just copy paste edit the memories of a person. Well, it's just like, a video editor. You just insert your hand in someone's brain, scroll the roll scroll the film of memory out, and edit it in whatever means you want. Well, this is the basic power of Pudding. The only thing that we got to see, but it is a It is a paramecia fruit, that's for sure. And then we get to see, before that, before the fruit is revealed, we get to see that how she pretended as Sanji that Sanji proposed to me, and men are such idiots. And she said that, and she mimicked Sanji when his face was swollen and was beaten up by his siblings, and he had a mask over his face, and when he removed the mask, and he was all swelled up, and then Sanji said that I love you, let's get married, and Pudding just mimicked that whole scene by swallowing up her own mouth. I love you, let's get married, and something like that. Oh God! And the homies laughing, and one of the homies I suppose is made up of Capone gang Beege's soul. Big Mom took some of his soul just to grant him a place in her crew, something like that. I don't know. It doesn't mean anyway, but if it does, it's gonna be spot on. And she was saying that he was so ugly. How can anyone believe? How can anyone expect me to marry a failure like him? And oh God. And Sanji was listening to all of that conversation. He was trying to burn his cigarette, which he wasn't able to. He was just crying, like, oh man. Just by seeing him, it made me feel it. Oh God, I don't have words for what I felt for Sanji. It was so painful. It just hit right on my heart. And God, Sanji crying. I just can't believe that Pudding would have done something as bad as that. I never believed it. I, even if that thought came to my mind that Pudding is evil, I never expected her to be as evil as she is. She's just, oh God, she's just exploiting Sanji's feelings, and oh God. And then we get to see that, okay, so this aside, Pudding uses her ability Memo Fruit to edit to edit Reiju's memory of her knowing about the Big Mom's plan. Well, okay, if you ask me personally, or if you ask me to be honest with you guys, then what I think is, okay, you let Reiju know that what's gonna happen in the wedding. You let her know that how Sanji pretended. You let her know what your intentions are, what Big Mom's intentions are, what she intends to do. Okay, that's alright. That's a dick move, but that's definitely fine. You want to let her know, okay. But if you just told her that what's gonna happen, why in the freaking world would you want to delete that same memory again? Well, what's the point, guys? What's the point? If I would have been Pudding, I never would have played a shitty move like that. Letting someone know about something which he wasn't supposed to. Okay, if I in some way let him know what wasn't supposed by him to know, are you getting my point? Then why would I just remove those memory of what I said to her or what I done to her? Why would I delete that? If I just intend that he or she shouldn't know about that particular thing in first place, I wouldn't let him or her know. And if I let him or her know, there's no way that I'm gonna delete that. So what I speculate is, it is in some way Pudding's plan to let Sanji know, so that she's just feeling pity for Sanji, and she doesn't want him to be more of, she doesn't want him to be more in pain. She doesn't want him to get to know that she is playing soft with him. So it might feel like irony, but it is what it is. We got to see that as soon as Sanji left the place and he dropped the bouquet down there and left the place, not Reiju, Pudding removed each and every memory out of Reiju. Well, why would you do that? This is the only thing that I can make out of it. This is the only thing. So, okay, so from all four plots, I'm gonna just wrap the video up about what I think is gonna happen next. It's been 15 minutes already. Jinbe is gonna free Luffy and Nami up. He's gonna tell them what happened with him and how he got out of Big Mom, got free from Big Mom. Well, what I expect is he Big Mom spin the roulette, and it landed on something that you are just free to go. You won't have to sacrifice anything, just go, something like that. Or he sacrificed his leg, because we got to see all of his body parts except for one of his leg. So what I predict is one of his legs is taken. Okay, if one of his leg is taken, then it won't, and after and if Jinbe joins Luffy's crew won't be overpowered, and it will remind Sanji about Zeph, who also lost one of his leg. Well, this is the only thing that I can make out of this, and I believe that this is what's gonna happen. And then we get to Chopper's world. Well, Chopper will get to Sanji, and what I believe is Chopper took Sanji from a mirror in some way. That's why Sanji wasn't present there. And then they are heading for Nami and Luffy, and then they'll meet up with Luffy, Nami, and Jinbe, and then they'll plan everything up, that what we're gonna do, and then they'll go to Windsmoke, let everything know. Okay, and no. Before that, Sanji has two possibilities. Possibility one is he's gonna tell Windsmokes that what's gonna happen, everything, spill the beans, and say everything that's gonna happen. Or the second possibility is he's just gonna go and attend the marriage and pretend that he doesn't know anything, and he's gonna play a role of a double agent and will strike on the spot, preventing the Windsmokes to be dead from being dead, and kicking Big Mom on her face with his armament haki or something like that. I wonder what's gonna happen. And there is another possibility that Luffy's view card has started burning up, definitely, and Bartholomew especially would have got to know about that, and whole alliance will get to Whole Cake Island just to mess things up or something. And I have theory about what's gonna happen in Whole Cake Island, or how Whole Cake Island is gonna work out, and I'm gonna make a video about it pretty soon. Sooner or later, I'm gonna work on it, and I hope that you guys will like it. And this is all for this video. Actually, I wasn't well for quite a few days, making me unable to upload a video. I just didn't have any strength to speak anything about anything. So sorry for that, guys. And this is all for this video, guys. I'm the Twink. If you like the video, then make sure you subscribe and comment down the comment section below. And stay tuned for more future content. I'm the Twink, and I'm leaving, and I'll see you in the next one.